All right, guys, I'm doing it live because this is raw emotional output at this point, so best done live. So I just posted a unboxing of the Pixel Watch 2. I already had a terrible starting day. It was raining, and of course my package, the Pixel 2, was outside. I was worried about that the entire time. It was also garbage day, so I had to bring in the bins back into the garage while it was raining heavily. And my dogs peed in the house, in the living room. I got three of them I'm trying to take care of. So I was not having a good day. Thought unboxing the Pixel 2 would kind of brighten it up. No, I kind of did want to record it. It would have added another layer of frustration, but I knew I wanted it for prosperity. You guys, I've always been saying I wanted to record that kind of stuff to so I can see it. But yeah, it added an extra layer of frustration, but that's why I decided not to film setting it up. Plus, I didn't want to show anything that has personal information or serial numbers or whatever by accident, because in this state, I don't have the tenacity to do that. I just don't have the motivation to do that right now. So, which I'm glad I didn't, because the setup process was also a frustrating experience, and that's why I'm here to rant. There is just so many EULA pages, so that's one. I really felt like I was signing my life away to Google and Fitbit. Fitbit had an issue connecting, and it failed several times. There was a point in time where it even failed and had me reset the watch, and when I did that, the watch, shut off, and then when it came back on, it says, "Oh, something went wrong. We need to erase your data and reset the watch." I'm like, it literally did a factory reset when it was even barely set up. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna be swearing in this, by the way. So, if you're a kid, get out. Um, yeah, it was not a fun experience setting it up. I think it's done. Oh, it also needed to do an update, which was not surprising, but in order to do that, you have to put it on the charger, which then I had to find a charging brick with a USB-C plug on it. Still relatively new, so I don't have that many bricks with USB-C plugs on it. So I had to find that out, which, again, I was ready to just chill, but apparently this whole setup didn't let me. And then during the setup was also to set up payments, Google Pay. And even though I have it all set up on my phone, it still required me to go get up, go get my card, and input that number in the back, the 3-digit number. That was a pain in the ass, because now I got to get up for that too and get my card out for a fucking watch to set this up, which I thought was something that shouldn't require all of that. You know what, Apple people, if you have an Apple phone or an iPhone and Apple Watch, please tell me what your setup process is like, because I don't know if Apple is the same way. Is this status quo, or Is it just Android and Fitbit? So, after all that was done, now it's doing updates. And it just went off. I had one viewer and then they just left. I know, my videos are getting boring. I'm sorry, guys. That's the other thing I wanted to apologize for, too, because it's like I haven't really been uploading much. Like I said, it's mostly for me, but this is also a rant for Google. Also for me to watch back to say, hey, but also just to let people know, yeah, what the hell's going on with Google. This is the other thing too. Google's been known to sunset things. They have a graveyard website, not by them, but by the community. And the reason why I got this watch, anyways, was because I had a $200 credit that was provided by Google as an apology or an attempt to make things right for people who are customers of theirs and have the Google Nest Secure system. It's like a security system. That's an expensive system. Starter kit is about $500. Okay, and that's just includes the bare basics and a few things just to get you started. For most people, that is not enough. You still need more sensors to cover all your doors, and the same sensors are the same kind of sensors for motion detection and stuff. So you may need that for different rooms. And then you have these little tags for people. They give you three, I think, in there, two or three. I live alone for now, so it's not going to be a big deal. Then I had a person who moved in, my ex, and I didn't end up giving her one because I didn't know where I put my tags. And then, yeah, we have, you've probably seen like Shannon Morse, this channel. Um, she was more passionate about that because she had a bigger house and she had way more sensors and she spent more than $1,000 in that system. And what's worse is that she bought the system 3 months before Google said they were going to discontinue the service. I at least got a little, I feel like I had a little longer than that. I think I felt like I had about a year to use it, which still isn't that long. So Google really fucked everyone over for that one. And to offer only $200 as credit to buy something else on their store, yeah, that doesn't really help. It feels really tone deaf. It's like they lost their trust in what I feel like an ecosystem. It should have been a ecosystem. They also discontinued drop cam cameras, which I don't have, but a lot of people do. And I pretty much outfitted my house with like Google Home and stuff to help Google Hubs. And now I'm wondering, is that a bad thing? Because, like privacy aside, it's more about convenience and being able to control stuff, right? I spent a lot of money on that kind of stuff to outfit like speakers to cover at least enough of the house where it can hear me no matter where I'm at. And now I feel like that's how long is that gonna last? So the stream of home automation, especially when you're looking at the Google ecosystem, is doesn't feel very promising. I think going forward, I will probably start looking into custom solutions and also avoiding cloud solutions. Some, things that don't require you to have a subscription Because if you start having a subscription and that goes away, or that service isn't being offered anymore, you're out of luck. So, yeah, that's where my rant is. I'm out of energy now from the crazy day I've had. So, if you're expecting like a high energy rant, sorry to disappoint. But yeah, Google Nest screwed people over. They gave us some credit. I used the credit to get the watch. That watch was not easy to set up, it was not frictionless. And so it just further made my day. So, and that's why I'm doing this live because it's like I just wanted to get that out. So, that's it. That's all there is to it. Now, how do I stop this thing? All right. Good night, guys.